12 strongest signs a woman is trying to seduce you. Have you ever been around a girl who seems really interested in you? But the thing is, she's only subtly giving off seduction signals and you end up getting all confused. Well, today I'm going to tell you about 12 strongest signs that mean she's not just interested, she's trying to seduce you. Keep watching to not miss out on any signs I'll be giving away. She'll ask about your routine. It might not be a telltale sign a woman is trying to seduce you, but asking for details about your routine is a classic way to fit her schedule into yours. She's trying to figure out when she will have the chance to get you to bed. She wants to know if you'll be free when she's feeling hot and wild. It gives her a sense of control and the chance to prepare for a steamy session with you. She'll often look at your lips. It's not because you've got cream on the corner of your mouth or that you have a perfect set of pearly whites. She's looking at your lips, imagining how these would feel pressed against hers. It's the perfect prelude to a steamy evening where your lips can explore the rest of her body, not just her lips. It's one of the more subtle signs a woman is trying to seduce you. She's not very vocal, preferring to keep her seductive thoughts to herself. However, it's an unmistakable sign if you see her moistening her lips with her tongue as if inviting you to kiss her. She is getting candid about various sex positions. You'll often hear this from an older woman or someone sexually experienced. It might start with an honest, albeit funny question about your favorite sex position. Instead of blushing or covering your face in disbelief, display a game face. Most women are uncomfortable talking about sex positions unless they want the other person to try it out with them. So ride along, share your unique bed antics, and observe how she reacts. A seductress will have an unmistakable glow on her face once you open up. It validates her opinion that you might be the perfect catch for the night. And if everything goes well, when the bedroom door shuts, you can expect more from then on. She sprays seductive pheromones. If you smell a whiff of ylang ylang, jasmine, vanilla, or rosé from your date, pat yourself on the back. She spritzed herself with commercially available sex pheromones. Pheromones have several types, including aggregation, alarm, releaser, epideictic, primer, trail, territorial, and sex pheromones. These are chemical messengers that stimulate the brain to do something. As the name implies, sex pheromones stimulate the brain's sexual arousal center. Here's a tip. If you're sexually attracted to your date because of how she smells, there's a good chance she's wearing a special perfume containing sex pheromones. Don't believe me? Try shopping online and you'll see an impressive collection of seductive pheromones by the bottle. She tells you she misses good sex. Or she'll confide in you that she's not getting laid as often as she wants. A woman who's never shy to tell you how much she misses good sex is someone desperately looking for an incredible action. She's telling you she's not satisfied with her sex life. Or she is single and would like to feel whole again by experiencing the joys of two bodies uniting. Most of us don't divulge these saucy things in our lives to anyone except those we trust. So if the woman you're with jokingly says she hasn't got a good riding for a while, it's your chance. This lady is opening her doors and her intimate parts to you. It's a sure sign this woman is trying to seduce you. Her voice is in a sensuous tone. It's impossible to describe. It could be a softer voice than usual, what many people call the bedroom voice. If you know the person, you should be able to notice a difference in her tone from the usual conversations you've had. She'll talk slowly and softly. She's conditioning her brain to set the mood. She's also looking at your reaction. Do you reciprocate or continue talking in your usual manner? Will you up the ante and start getting touchy and frisky? Psychologists explain that a low-pitched and breathy voice is sexier than high-pitched sounds. Low-frequency sounds are almost imperceptible, allowing the messenger to speak directly to the receiver's brain. Without getting too technical, using a low-pitched, breathy voice in conversations is almost always a sign the other person is inviting you to her bed. Lend all ears, and this woman will be yours, even only for the night. She whispers a lot and very often in your ears. It's like talking to you in a sensuous tone, only better. She's not telling you her deepest secrets either. Or maybe she does. What's important is the gust of warm air she gently blows into your ear as she whispers sweet nothings. It's worth remembering that the ears are erogenous body parts. Your earlobes are thin, putting the nerve endings closer to the surface. The ear canal also has tiny hairs that pick up the slightest rush of air. And if it's warm, you can expect the nerve endings to send waves of pleasurable signals to the brain. You might even get a warm and moist tongue surprise in your ears. If these aren't telltale signs the woman is trying to seduce you, we don't know what is. You'll notice goosebumps on your arms as she whispers. And if her words are any indication, your next best move will be to caress her arms. She'll put on the most provocative clothes. It's instinct. Science says wearing revealing or sexually provocative clothes can make a woman feel good about herself. She's oozing with self-confidence. However, psychologists also say seductive clothing stimulates sexual desire. It makes women feel wanted, boosting their self-image and self-worth. Although other men will ogle at your date, you can bet she's only sending the sexual signals to you. It's more obvious if she invites you in her place and lets you watch her don the most seductive dress she has on the wardrobe. She'll be deliberate. She'll show as much of her skin as possible, slowly putting on her clothes like the reverse of a strip show. If you're in a restaurant, she'll do things to reveal her skin. She'll stretch her legs to show off her shapely thighs. She'll unbutton several buttons on her shirt to reveal her cleavage. She'll bend down purposely to give you a glimpse of her ample bosoms. She's baiting your reaction. And she's more than ready to hit the sack with you. She is into chatting dirty or sexting. Call it mind games, but in a seductively good way. Here's a sign of an open-minded woman, or maybe someone who's into sexual adventures. It doesn't have to be overt. She might forward a meme with sexual connotations. It might be a gif of a steamy goodnight message. How about a good morning greeting with lots of kisses, or an image of a woman giving a head to wake up her partner? And if your chats turn steamy, don't hesitate to take the lead. She's giving you the green light to heighten her arousal through your messages. It's like fishing. She's luring you to take a bite, anticipating the ecstasy that follows. This woman wonders if you can continue your chat-based sexual adventures in the bedroom. The ball is in your court. It's up to you whether to head straight to her place and continue the steamy interchange or not. The point here is she's never going to send you dirty or seductive messages if she doesn't want you on the bed with her. Grab it. You might not get another chance again. She licks her lips when looking at her. Not only is this sexy, it is also seductive. Psychologists say licking one's lips shows excitement about something good we expect to happen. Almost all of us lick and smack our lips when we crave something. Now imagine you're on a date and your lady friend has her eyes locked on your lips. She slowly parts her lips as if letting a soft gust of warm air, and then she moistens her lips with her tongue, slowly and seductively. You're blessed. Not only is this woman into you, she's also ready to take it to the bedroom. She's fantasizing about how your lips would feel, like grazing on hers. She's trying to imagine how your tongue would moisten every part of her body. Remember, her eyes are on your lips. And if you reciprocate, you've got to act fast because the action will be nothing less than steaming. She talks about sex in conversations. A woman who isn't afraid or ashamed to talk about sex is someone ready for some sizzling bed action. After all, we say what we think. The human brain has many ingenious ways to make known its content. Some signals might be too subtle for others to perceive. Others are pretty obvious. Nothing can be more seductively blatant than talking about sex. Most people consider conversations about sex taboo, so if a lady is open about it, she's more than willing to try the deed with you. Some women might not be too vocal about it. However, they will drop hints now and then in the conversation. Psychologists say this behavior is a form of seduction or slow teasing. It conveys veiled messages that, hopefully, your brain will pick up. After all, our brain is hardwired to think vividly about various things when we hear the term sex. Try this. What comes to mind when you hear sex? Plenty of tongue action? Moans and screams that are music to the ears? Steamy bathroom scenes? The images are endless. But the most significant thing about this magic word is its ability to arouse. So listen carefully to how your lady friend talks. She might already be dropping seductive hints and magical sex words, and you remain clueless. She's never afraid nor ashamed to touch you in the most intimate places. She might not grab your manhood straight away, but she'll never hesitate to brush her hands on your crotch. If she's doing this, even if you're in a public place, it's a surefire sign she's trying to seduce you. It's a dead giveaway. Of course, your most intimate possession isn't the only thing she'll touch to send the message of readiness to have sex. Some men get aroused when a woman lightly touches their lips. She'll follow the outline of your smacker while slightly parting her lips, as if trying to feel the warmth of your lips. Brushing or stroking your pubic area is also a sure sign of the woman wanting to sleep with you. This region is one of the sexiest parts of your body because of its proximity to your pole. And then there are your nipples. It shouldn't be a problem to see her stimulating your nips if you're wearing a single layer of thin clothing. The problem is, if you have more than 2 layers, she'll fantasize about you in bed, especially if she sees the nips standing erect like pencil erasers. If she's not too adventurous, she'll still stroke your lower abdomen or inner thighs to show she's interested in having sex with you. Other intimate regions a seductress will touch include the nape, earlobes, scalp, and the upper and lower back. There's a good reason why she's this frisky or touchy. She's trying to imagine how good you'll feel when you're already both under the sheets. So, if she's making these moves, grab it. For more like these videos, click here to subscribe.